right, we are live. I am in the middle of the night here, and I believe I have fixed, for the most part, my issues with being able to see at night. I do have a creepy guy across the river. If you can see him clearly, there he is. Oh, look at how menacing he is. There's a creepy crawly as well over there. You can see him in the corner. My son really wants me to fight the creepy crawly baddies. I do not, because I only have iron and they might destroy me. So it's nighttime. I'm in my own cozy little area here. I have probably some crops to grow in the morning. Right now they are all planted, looking nice. Everything over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep. It's going to be morning, and it will be nice to get out there and plant some lettuce. So we'll see kind of how that goes going in here. There might be some skeletons laying around still out there, but it's fine. This guy's still out and about? That's not great. I would have thought that he would have died. Oh, he just sinks into the ground apparently when nighttime ends. Okay, whatever. I'm fine with that. I did not want to fight him anyway. Okay, I was in the middle of doing some farming, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Nobody's really here yet, so I don't really have too terribly much to say. It is probably time to invest in a sickle. You know what? I'm going to go do that real quick because goodness gracious, this takes a while otherwise. Okay, I'm going to poke my mushrooms. Come on, grow, double, do something. They were very active before, and now they're being a little shy ever since I said, hey, that's a little too much. Stop growing so fast, please. Now it is just a matter of they don't grow at all. I don't know. I'm sure they'll get over it soon. Would not mind some more of those. This is the sickle. It harvests a whole bunch. We'll go into third-person mode for this. It's really nice. I like it a lot. It doesn't last terribly long. It's just a crude sickle for now. I think they wanted to get the way it worked kind of working out there, to see if there was any big bugs with it. I am going to guess that they're going to come up with you know, copper, iron, or thorium sickles later. I really want adamantite hoes and adamantite sickles. That would be really nice. So we'll see kind of how all of that works when we get to it. For now, I'm just going to plant some of these. Haven't really planted in third person before, but you know, there is a little cursor that goes along with it, and lets me kind of show where I am planting stuff. Right now, this is purely for the essences of life. And as I'm planting here, I'm noticing that it is not going and doing the sides by the water, which is what I had noticed previously in my other world. So there's a cave down there. I don't need to worry too much about it. I have both a fence next to it, and stuff generally doesn't come out of caves. So I am just doing some gardening. There's a nice little cozy place right now. I also have a watering can. This is much easier to do in first person, so I'm going to do that. These ones are already set. So I'm just going to finish this row, and I'm going to finish watering all of these. The nice thing is I can kind of fill it up between each row, and then I don't have to worry about missing them as much. Because otherwise a filled watering can do 20 pours of water before it empties out. Okay. Cool. So we have a whole bunch of lettuce growing. That's going to give me some good supplies later of all of those essences of life, and that will help me get to some better levels and better seeds sooner rather than later. I'm going to guess that these are on the verge of doubling anytime, so I will just leave them for now and see how that goes. I'm going to guess it's every few days or so. Okay. So let's see what we have. I don't need to buy any more seeds yet. We have carrots. I can probably put my hoe and my sickle and my watering can, my wooden bucket. Maybe I can use the bucket. I don't know. I'll leave it in here for now. I do have some stuff to take care of, some progression to get going. Have to just make sure I have everything kind of all set before I head out and try to take care of some extra stuff. I'm going to need some essences of the void if I want my Arcanist workbench. And I'm going to want Arcanist workbench as soon as I'm able to, because that will give me teleporters. And teleporters are key to being really amazing in this game. Getting out there and teleporting back when your inventory is full is very helpful. Noticing that I am very low on iron, and that's not going to be too helpful. I might have to go into the mines a bit and do some ironing. Only have 69 arrows. Nice. I could use some more arrows. We'll go ahead and do that. I think 100 is good for this round here. I do have a carrot just in case. I need to train a horse. Medium leather is another big thing that I need right now. There are a couple places that are great for medium leather. One of them is a swamp, and I am looking for a swamp, and I cannot remember exactly what the swamps look like. I'm not sure if this is a swamp. It very well might be. Not sure if this is a swamp. That could also be. Other than that, maybe up here. This is a very good contender for a swamp, honestly. Maybe I'll head up there. I can pass this village on the way. See if there's anything there. Honestly, I can take some of my essences. And if we get to that village, I would love to be able to have... Ooh, that was a lot. I still have 4 down here. You know what? I'm going to make 2 more. I've got 5. 1 more. Okay, 6 greater life essences. That's going to get me enough to buy a couple recipes if they have them. So I think I'm good there. I think east of me there was some horses, but I don't think I need to worry too much about that yet. not going to worry about the horses quite yet. These are not mature yet, but they will when I get back, so I'm not worried yet about that. I want to go up here and create a map marker. I'm just going to make it that, make it kind of green, and that will let me find that on my little compass up here. I do see some wolves, so we are going to fight the wolves because they have medium leather that I need. So, take care of the wolves. Got a little bit of medium hides. It only gave me one each, which is not too bad. I'm wondering, I think I'm going to have this available as well. I had just noticed that I am very low on my bow health and my pickaxe health right now. Not too terribly worried about the pickaxe at the moment. It is an iron pickaxe, which is nice, but the one that I really need is any crude pickaxe for now. I'm digging the daggers a little bit more now. Gonna swap these low. Okay. Do need better food in me right now, so I'm gonna do that. Get a little bit better utility there. Okay. Hi, welcome. Ketchup. It is nice to see you. Just doing some cozy gameplay here for Hytale. Okay, there is a rather large amount of structures in here, so that means they have some chests, a wooden shield. Sure, I can put that in there for now. Okay, grab some of these aubergines. I'll need those later. They do have some carrots as well. I'm sure they won't mind me taking some carrots and lettuce. They might mind that taking the carrots and lettuce destroyed half of their tree. That's one of the bugs that I had submitted as a bug report, I think day one even. That was something that had happened very early on, and I just said, you know what, this is not the way it should work. Maybe that's fixed in World Gen V2. I don't know. It might not have anything to do with that for the mechanics, but you never know. For some reason, I'm sure that developers, I'm a developer myself, not for games, but for, you know, actual software and whatnot for, mainly Java and whatnot. But I do know how it is when things go awry and you have no idea why. I did not mean to rhyme there, but you know what? I don't care. Okay, I didn't mean to rhyme there. I apologize to everybody. Okay, I'm getting some good supplies out of this, which is nice. So I'm glad I came this way. Goodness, they are just chock full of chests in this village here. I like it. Is there anything up top is the big question, right? Okay, there was some of this. Ugh. Okay, so they just basically, there was probably some structures up here attached that were, I don't know what to say, just not really doing what they were supposed to be doing. So when I picked the vegetables from down below, it basically destroyed the whole upper portion of the tree and came crashing down. But gave me some good wood, so I'm not going to complain too much. Hey, welcome, Elijah. Nice to have you here. I'm playing a nice little cozy stream of Hytale here. I am kind of basically talking my way through the game and teaching things I have learned and just kind of answering questions and chatting with folks. This is an interesting structure. I don't think I've ever seen... I played on a different world previously and never saw anything generate quite like this. That's pretty cool. Okay. I want to go north because I'm trying to get to a swamp area, because in the swamp area there's some creatures there that should be good to fight to get some medium hides. Need some medium hides for some upgrades. Just keeping my head on a swivel because I could see any sort of wolves hiding in this grass. I like to jump around too sometimes so I can see over the tall grass. Honestly, third-person view might be a lot better for seeing over that grass without having to jump around, that's for sure. Alright, we got a skeleton guy over here. I'll take him out because I do need his linen scraps as well as his bones. Oh, thank you for sharing the live, Elijah. That's really nice of you. What do we have anything in here? I'm guessing down below. Yep. It looks like there is a little bit of a hidden area down here. Usually all these little structures have something hidden in them. Curious. I'm already full on inventory space. I don't think I need a crude hatchet. I have an iron hatchet that's almost full health right now. So I am just going to go ahead and keep that there. Did get some nice other things out of that. I am noticing, however, that I do not have much inventory space for anything else I'm going to get from up there. I do have another little structure here. Wondering if there is a chest in this one. There's a campfire. That's nice. And some big birds. Not going to worry about the big birds, though. Let's see, where am I? Little off course. There is a troll camp between me and where I need to be, though. I don't think I have a backup bow in case this one breaks. But that should be okay. Alright, just kind of making my way through here. And we will see what sort of shenanigans I get up into. Do you see a spider over here? I'll leave that alone. I don't really need to worry about the spider too terribly much. There's a lot of trolls there. I don't think I'm well equipped enough to handle an army of trolls. So I'm just going to leave them be. I'll get the memories for them later. There we go. Just swim across here and forget that they were ever there for now. I think once I get my next tier of armor and weapons, then I can start thinking about raiding all of these little outposts that I've found and go from there. For now, we'll just clamber around the place and get to this swamp. If this is a swamp. It feels like a swamp, that's for sure. Okay, excellent. I am also seeing something that I need to pick up, but can I pick it up? That is the other question. What can I get rid of? I don't think I need lavender. I can leave the lavender around. And honestly, I can probably, if I want to be a little bit less here, let's go like this. Let's pick up that lavender. Let's place it on the ground. Let's be, you know, nature conscious, right? As there is lavender all over the place. Okay, so I'm in the swamp right now, and I found wild pigs. Interesting. They are furry. Kind of cute. I'm looking for some humanoid creatures that look like the creatures from the Black Lagoon, which is an extraordinarily old reference. I don't know. Probably is still kind of in the cultural world. That is a snake. Those can cause poison damage. I don't want to worry about that right now. Okay. And I do love that these plants glow, making it really easy to find. I am right near the blue zone, though. The blue zone does have some other plants that I need in it, but that will be a little bit later. For now, I'm just trying to find at least one spawn of those guys, because if you find like these little mud pits, they kind of climb out of the mud, and then you kill one, and then a few seconds later another one pops out right now. I see some turkeys over there. I need to get the turkey memory as well. There we go. I don't know what had died over here, but there is stuff over here. Raw wild meat, and I think there is some light hides there. I don't need a crude sword. It will be in the water for now. And that's okay. These blood leaves are part of late stage of the farmer's workbench upgrades. So I need those as much as possible whenever I find them. But I haven't seen a single... This is a scary structure here. I know sometimes when caves generate in this current version, they just slice the water completely, and then the water looks completely unnatural in those areas. I think they're working on fixing that. It might be fixed in World Gen V2. This base game only uses the World Gen version 1, which does have some issues, as you can see as I'm going through here. But it is all procedurally generated from the start, just kind of like how Minecraft does it. So you're bound to get some weirdness here and there, which I'm not terribly worried about anymore, but, you know. I haven't seen a single one of those guys anywhere. So maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot, I guess. There's some frogs. There's some more moss horns and some snakes. Yes, I know. Maybe because there's no mud pits? I don't know. I've really only ever seen those guys jump out of mud pits, from what I understand. Okay, I cannot see anybody there. I don't think I've been over here. Here's another... Ooh, I like this little waterfall into the cave. That's pretty nice. That's a cool looking cave. And it is getting to be nighttime, which also worries me because the creepy crawlies are going to start coming out. So I'm actually going to make my way back home so I don't die in the middle. No, I don't need to go back home. I just need to get back to that village. If I can get back to that village, then I should be fine because there's a bed there. I don't know if I can use it though because it's too close to my bed. Does it even matter, I guess, is the question. Maybe it was just dark in there because it seems nice out here. Alright, whatever. Alright, and of course I don't have space for that either. I have plenty of boom powder at my base, so I can drop that one as well. Maybe I'll run through here and see if I pick up any memories. Nope, nothing close enough at least. That's alright. I have to find another swamp, I think. I gotta learn how to use these daggers a little better, I think. Because that shouldn't have happened the way it did. Alright, I'm going to... this guy is all by himself out here. So I'm going to get him over by me. And get his memory. Just some linen scraps off of him, that's fine. It is getting dark though. I do not want to be caught out in the nighttime at all when it is dark. But I do love the ambiance in the dark. But only when I have better armor and better weapons. I'll get my running going, sprint across the field a little bit better. Should be no problem to get there in plenty of time. I don't think they come out right away when it's quote-unquote time to sleep. I think you've got a little bit of time before the really bad stuff comes out. So we'll kind of see what happens from there. Hi. Welcome. How do I... You've got a very... Okay. Let me get first person in here. And you are just a... Did I get myself stuck? No, I did not. Okay, good. But, hi, welcome. Got this whole little hidey hole in here. That's nice. But, like, can I sleep in your bed? No, I can't I really wish you could sleep in beds without destroying your main bed, but you know what? I'm going to destroy my main bed because I know where it is, and I'm gonna sleep here in about 18 minutes. I know. I'm sorry. Is it okay? Is it okay that I use your bed? I'll be gone in the morning, and you won't have to worry about a thing. I just do not want creepy crawlies out there when I am trying to adventure. This was no good. What is this? What is this? I'm gonna make it orange because it could be very dangerous. It looks like it could be something to do with the really creepy, not creepy, the really annoying guys that will hurt you bad if you fight them in the Winterlands. But like, I am very curious about that. Okay, I gotta get up here. I totally forgot to do the trading. I am all over the place tonight. I'm gonna use this guy's chest just to store some stuff. I don't need the wood right away. I don't need that shield. I could probably hide one of my potions. Those two sound fine. Don't need the raw meat. I could have consolidated that a while ago, that's for sure. Got a leaf spear. Interesting. I'll see what that does. Okay, I think that's good for now. And I'm going to go trade with this guy over here. Let's see if he has any recipes for me. A Caesar salad and an apple pie. Now, I want the apple pie recipe because that's going to be huge. Caesar salad is nice, but you need a meat, and you need a raw meat and a cheese. The cheese is the hard thing to come by, but there are only so many recipes right now, so I'm going to buy them both. And I'm going to use them. I learned Caesar salad and apple pie. Excellent. Okay, so now I've got this cool leaf spear, got iron daggers. I don't need to take with me these things right now, so I'll leave them here. That should be fine enough. Got roasted vegetables. I can keep these here too. Keep my carrots, corn, all that stuff. That's fine. Okay. Now we are ready. The adventurous part of me wants to check this out and see what the heck is going on up here. Do I dare? Can I get cobalt with my iron? Does it even make sense to? I guess is the big question. Because up in the mountains here, there is a lot of cobalt, probably even just past this line. Honestly, there's a pretty significantly obvious line that kind of showcases everything. I believe that this is probably an underground structure that has actually spawned above ground. So I'm going to head over there and kind of see what that's all about, because that's really interesting to me. All right. Just going to fight some guys along the way. Wow, one hit. Okay, I'm good with that. I do like these daggers. I see why people like them. All right, we'll go third person again. Get a little bit more cinematic action. Jump over the mud. All right. I'm just gonna basically scouting out to see what this thing is. Maybe I will venture into the mountains there and find some cobalt, because if I can get some cobalt, that'll be huge. At that point, I might actually even be able to go and get adamantite, because that is easy to get as long as I stay away from the enemies there. And that's easy enough to do if you know what you're doing. Okay. So how far away are we? I guess is the big question. Getting closer. It must be a huge mountain. Okay, just hopping around. There is another swamp here too. Unless is this the same swamp? I guess is the question. No, it's not. So there very well might be some of those creatures in here that I need to get for medium hide. I'll see what I can find. Also on the lookout for red glows. That didn't work out too well. Because these things are also money, as they say. Okay, I also see some red glow and stuff over here, so I'm going to go grab these as well. These blood leaves are amazing. Eventually, I'll be able to... I thought... Okay, never mind. Eventually, I will have to break all of these plants and get the petals from them. And when you break these plants, you have a chance. Yeah, these snakes just want me to stay away, so I'm going to. When you break the petals, you have a chance of unlocking a recipe that lets you grow these petals at levels 8, 9, or 10 of your farmer's workbench. Okay, I found it. This is really interesting. I have only seen, because this structure started up higher on the cliff face, it's supposed to lead down into this area, this whole underground thing. But since it spawned the entrance way up there, it actually created this huge overground structure. So now I can literally just walk through here and get a whole bunch of memories, knowing that I could be in there fighting them at any given time. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I do see a thing over here that I'm going to grab, so I'm going to go do that. And it's nice because it's perfectly safe on this side, because those guys are not going to break through the walls at all. Now, if I were to chop my way in there, that would be a bad day for me. Very nice. Just walk along the perimeter here and see what other memories I can get from here. That's really cool. That's one of the things I love about these games, is you're able to discover really interesting, accidents based on, the complete randomness of the world generation. Like, there's a tree that just grew inside of the structure. That's wild. And I'd be willing to bet, like, if I knocked a hole in here, I would be, you know, near the ceiling of the intended ground of the structure, which is really cool as well. Yeah, see, here's the big staircase that goes down. These guys that inhabit this area are ruthless. Just absolutely ruthless. I don't know if I cannot see inside there by clipping the camera through. So I want to avoid them with the current gear that I have, that's for sure. But I wonder if I can still find my way up there and get to that mountain. Because in the mountains, there's rarely anything that you have to worry about, at least during the day. At night, that's a completely different story. And honestly, I could probably do some building mechanics of like just keeping a bar of material between me and the other guys, but like I don't want to deal with that right now. So I'm going to check my map, see where I am. I'm getting close to the mountain. So I'm going to start climbing up there, I think, and see what, if anything, I can find. Frostmarsh Tundra. This is technically Zone 3, and I haven't even gone to Zone 2 yet. It's just that's the level of progression that they want you to have before you get to this area. So what I'm on the lookout for is blue ore. Don't have any viewers currently, but I would say, hey, if you are watching, keep an eye out for some blue ore. Just hopping around. Okay, now I'm up too high, and I see a yellow thing that I will need. Honestly, you can look at the map and find it. Over here is some blue. I believe that is going to be some cobalt. So I'm going to go grab that. This is one of the big tricks of the world map is it generates anything that has a significant enough footprint as a pixel on the map. So if I go here again, it should be right down here. I see it. Perfect. Okay, and it's not a bad vein either. And I do drop it. That's perfect. Okay. Go first person for this portion, so it's a little bit easier for me to see what I am breaking here. Aside from my pickaxe, it's going to take forever. I know. What do I need? I need rubble. I've got plenty of rubble, that's for sure. We'll craft one of these, and we'll see if that helps at all. Okay, so that was great. I do have another vein up ahead. So I'm going to go to that, and we will see if a crude pickaxe can do the same thing. And it can. That is perfect. So I am in a very good spot now. Might be some gold over there. I don't really care about that right now. What I do care about is anything that looks like this. So I'm going to head over there and grab that as well. If I can get a load of cobalt by going through these mountains that don't have many monsters or creatures in them, I will be in a very good spot to progress a little bit further even. Got some cold dirt. We got a good vein here of the cobalt. This is a nice lucky find. Let's get down here to be safer. Oh, excellent. It does take a while. Normally I come here with thorium, and it is much faster that way. But you know what? I am all for a little bit of a mechanical shortcut if it takes me a little longer to dig it out. Of course, I can't craft anything with it yet, simply because I need to upgrade my workstations for that. But at the very least, this gives me a good... It just keeps going. This gives me a good head start on everything. This was an extraordinarily lucky find. Okay, that is everything. I did get a lot of slate out of that too, which is fantastic. I do love the slate, the look of the slate, the nice bluish gray hue to it. It does make for some nice building materials. I'm not seeing anything else over there. So I should make my way over here or to these. I'm going to make my way to the other side of this little peak here first. I will take a peek around the peak. And we'll just see if there is anything of note. A big cave. There is a big cave down there. I don't want to go into the ice cave. I am very under-leveled for an ice cave right now. I could grab a redwood. Should I grab a redwood? I have plenty of space. I'm going to do that. Alright. We are grabbing a redwood. We need redwood later anyway. So this will also give me a little bit of a heads up. And that's everything for it. It will just rain redwood all on my head. Okay, perfect. Not too bad. Okay, I need to find that thing before it gets dark outside. What do we got? There it is. Perfect. Boreal Reach. Ooh, that was a very close call. I gotta be more careful. Just breaking the rocks to the rhythm. And it keeps going. I like that. And no more. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly. There's another one right over here. Going through the forest and finding cobalt. With my crude pickaxe, it does the job. It is very slow, but it does the job. And you know what? All I need to do is make another one, and once this one breaks, and toss this one away, and I'm good to go. All right. Silver, maybe? I don't need that yet. I am not seeing anything super obvious here. Maybe some stuff over here if I didn't get it already. I think I did. But I do have a stack and then one more on top of that right now. So I think I'm good for now. I don't want to be caught out here, especially when it does get dark. So, and there is a bear coming, so I'm going to head back up here. See if there's any other cobalt I can find that is just kind of sticking out of the side or something that would not show up on the map. Do have to be a little careful because that is a lot of silver though. I'm gonna go get the silver. 12 hits with the crude pickaxe. It is what it is. I do wish there was like a fortune mechanic in this game. I'm pretty sure enchanting weapons and gear and stuff like that is going to become a thing. It almost feels too obvious of a thing for a world filled with magic and the technology level that it's at here for it to not become a thing. I know they don't want to like copy Minecraft everything, but like I'm sure they could figure out some really interesting mechanics for enchantments and whatnot for your weapons and for your pickaxes and whatnot. That was a big vein of silver. Okay, now I just need to avoid everything else. If I go straight this way, I should be fine. There is some bad guys that I do need to avoid because I am just a copper person, copper geared and iron daggered individual here. Oh, there's one over here. I'm gonna go grab it. I think we're safe here. Okay, we're gonna get more. Excellent. Oh. Okay. I need more pebbles. Where's my rubble? Shale rubble, and lo and behold, more of that. All right. I guess I could hold on to that old crude pickaxe. Why not? This will get me some good gear sooner than I deserve. Plus some slate. I do like the slate. Okay. This one's in the dark. There's still more. Alright, it is a little dark still on stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fix that just a little bit here. Can I go to my advanced filters while we are streaming? I believe I can. Color correction. Let's up the brightness a tad. A little bit more of the gamma. Some contrast. And a little bit more bright. Apply there. Let's see what that does. I mean, it's, you can see, but it's not the prettiest. That's all right. It is better looking on my main screen, but, you know, you can only do so much with the streaming tools at hand. I'm not going to fiddle with it too much more. Oh, goodness. This one just keeps going. If anybody's tuned into the previous streams, hopefully most of the technical issues have been worked out by now. I am not happy when things don't work out. I got new memories to get here. 2 of them. A Mouflon. Mouflon? Sure. Okay. I'll take a couple bits of rubble. every time I gather materials near a tree, that tree explodes and it makes me jump out of my skin. I swear. Does it on purpose. I get a decent amount of cobalt. It's not going to give me a ton of stuff, but it would give me a pickaxe and maybe a weapon. Maybe some armor as well. Okay, going back to the swamp. Pick up some more shale rubble. There we go. All right, back to the third person. Oh, we're gonna get away from that guy. And a bear. Do not want. Thank you, bear. You can be on your own for now. See if I can get this crow. I cannot. The birds are abnormally difficult to pin down in order to get the memories from them. I don't know how I did it on my other game, but I got all of them. I think I only had to kill one bird, sadly enough. Okay, so down here is the reeds. There's the guy. That's who I need. Yeah, hi. Okay, hey buddy. You give me your hides, and I will be on my merry way. Theoretically, they should spawn again. Yep, right here, next to the mud. I get 2 hits on them, bounce back. A few seconds later, they should pop up again. And there's some over here as well. Okay, there's a whole bunch of them over here. This is nice. This guy is just chilling on the other side. Doesn't like to swim somehow. See, he just popped out of the reeds. And there's one next to me as well. Oof. They hit hard, though. I need a mushroom skewer. And this guy, I'm just going to hit with the arrow. Sorry, buddy. He was drowning anyway, I guess. The AI in this game does need a little bit of work. I think they just wanted something that worked. Whoa, that was interesting. They just wanted something that worked to get the game out there, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I imagine that it will get better with time. But right now, I need to farm these guys to get their hides. Heard another one. There he is. See, they don't know how to swim, is the big thing. I don't think any of the AI things know how to swim, really, aside from the stuff that's supposed to be in water. There we go. There's another one over here. Just have to avoid these things. I'm getting some good leather here. Hides, actually. The leather comes later. I almost don't want to... I almost do not want to leave, but it is going to be dark. I am noticing that I'm doing more damage hitting them from the back, which is really interesting. Okay, yeah, I know that hurt me too. Okay. This is a phenomenal medium leather, medium hide farming spot, to be fair. I'm going to be all over this in the near future because this is phenomenal. I do need to get home though. I'm going to put a marker here. Green. Sure. And then I'm going to try to get home. Or at least to a bed. Spawn, home, my bed. My nearest bed, I think, is this way. It is now almost nighttime. And the really creepy stuff is going to be starting to spawn, which I'm sure my son is going to be happy about because he wanted me to fight them really badly. I was showcasing my streams to my children earlier, and they were happy about what I was doing here, and they were excited to see how the game played and all that. So I am okay with fighting some things at this point, but right now I need to get back to that bed and be careful not to fall into any holes in the meantime. Oh my gosh, there's all these things here too. This is ridiculous. I'm running across all this stuff that I really need, but it is nighttime and it is not safe. I'm going to preemptively eat a skewer, so I am set on both regen and on stamina. Oh, hello. That is what I wanted to avoid. Oh my gosh. Hello. Okay, I'm lagging a little bit here. Whew. These guys are fast, and there's two of them. Don't mind me. Let's see if they can swim. They can go underwater. That's cool. Okay, there's a big flying guy. This is what I say about don't go out at night, kids. Okay, I think I'm relatively safe now. I can get to this rootling village relatively easily at this point, and I can sleep there without any issues. I don't need to fight those guys yet because I am under geared for an epic showdown with flying death machine that can basically two-shot you in full adamantite armor if you're not careful. Okay. That's not my bed here. You know what? It's gonna be now. That's fine. Good night. Okay, they were not happy about me ruining their fun. You guys okay? Seems fine. Where am I at? What do I have? I've got 20 medium hides. That's plenty. I got plenty of cobalt. I think I just need to head back to my gateway, which is where? Right over here. That's not too far away. I could just go there. Well, this was a fortuitous run up into the unknown. I just wanted to check out a cool structure, and it was pretty cool. There we go. Daggers, I'm getting used to them. Okay, how long? It's been a little over an hour for this stream so far. I've got a little bit left to do. It's just past 11 o'clock here in my home area. Looks like all of my lettuce has matured. I will go ahead and grab those once I can get my sickle. I'm going to have to go back to that village and grab a lot of supplies that I left in a chest there. This guy, not cool to be in my territory. That's why I have doors. Okay. I've got a lot to do. First and foremost, I need to smelt this. I have a bunch of ash logs, so I can do that. Second thing, I need to check on what I need here. I need light leather, a bunch of light leather, some poison, and iron to be able to use this cobalt there. Medium leather, I've got plenty of that now. Speaking of which, I'm going to go here and hump that down, add that, some light hide as well. I don't think there's anything else I can put in there yet. For this one, I'm going to smelt these. I got some redwood logs here, but I don't want to use those quite yet. Perhaps some sticks? That sounds good. Okay. Well, I am going to take a short break, I think. So I will be back shortly. Please enjoy some ambiance as things smelt. There we go. We'll just let that go. And I'm back. Okay. All right. So things are still moving in there. I can put my silver in this one and get that moving. How's this doing? Got some cobalt finally. Fantastic. Okay, so biggest thing is, can I make cobalt yet? I need shadow weave scraps. Where do I get shadow weave? Those guys in that overground structure. That's the guys that give me shadow weave. I have to kill those guys to get the shadow weave. Can I kill those guys? I've got a bow. It's not great. That one's done now. I'll just grab these. Alright, which one of these holds my bars of stuff? There we go. Anything else I can toss in here? This one has my meats. Got some wood in here. I don't really want to burn my redwood, but I do want to take care of my inventory a little bit. Don't need these things anymore. They are broken. And broken things get disassembled. This iron one should give me some iron back, which is nice as well. I forgot that silver doesn't take that long to smelt at all in this game, which is also nice. I do need to put my caps in here, mushroom cap. Those, the storm thistles as well are very good to have in there. And the blood leaves as well. Wonder if I have blood roses. Yes, I need to get rid of those from that area as well. I don't think the azure fruit is anything special, but I do want my food stuff moved into here. That should be fine. Okay. I think that's good there. Do have some of these. I got silver ingots that I can pop into here as well. These should not be in this, at least. Apples are in here. And honestly, I do have an apple pie recipe. What do I need still? I need dough and spices. That I can actually get from the vendor in the temple. So I can honestly get some apple pies right now if I wanted. 2 of them, it looks like. I need some more apples, that's for sure. And then I'll have the best food there is, in my opinion, in the game. And that'll help me tremendously everywhere else. I can put these ones in here. We'll take the meat out of that, put the meat next to the stove, because that makes sense. I'll also put wild berries next to the stove. That should be okay there. Okay, and we'll also... Nope, not that one. This one gets the rubble. And what else do I have going on here? I've got tanning rack still happening. Wonderful. Put the blood roses in here too. Okay, maybe I was just... I have 2 things for my ash logs. I will keep for that for now. Do I have any ash logs in here? Maybe I should keep like a stack of the ash over here as well for like potential building materials. I think that should be fine. How are these doing? These are still going strong. Okay. With that out of the way, I do think, let's see, I've got birch saplings I can do. Apple saplings are at level 4. Now I do need turnips and cauliflower. So maybe I just do that next. Convert these back. And then I can bring this out here, make some room up here. I don't need that or that for now. And I can grab my gardening hoe, that, my sickle, and my bucket just in case. And let's go get those lettuce. That should give me enough essences to get the turnips and the other stuff that I need. Just gonna slice through here a bunch. There we go. Every single one that I harvest knocks the durability down on this thing, but it's really cheap to make, so I don't think I worry too much about it. It's just a lot faster than individually clicking F on every single one of these things. There we go. And it broke. That's fine. Did get quite a few essences, 619 at least out of that. Skeleton can hold there for now. And that means we can need at least 20 of each of these. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll just fill it in as well. 50, let's do 50-50. And then we'll do some more lettuces as well. 9, 10, perfect. So now I can get all 100 in play. We'll get that there. We will destroy this one. Don't need that. Grind it up. And we will create another one here for later. And that's fine. Okay. Oh, there is a skeleton in my river. Excuse me, waiter. There's a skeleton in my river. Alright. First person, because it's easier. I wanted to do this on the other plot of land, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, 50. Here comes the other 50. This will give me no more than what I need for the next upgrade. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Refill and repeat. This is my method of watering my plants in this game, which I am much more diligent about than in real life, but I do not have any plants in the house, unfortunately, because I have 4 cats who are all adorable, and I do not want anything bad to happen to them, and I do not want to research what plants are good for cat houses where they will not attack the plants. because that is another big worry of mine, of them just straight up murking the plants however they see fit. It is raining. I think when I plant, when it rains, it actually wets the ground, which I love. It could just be a coincidence. The farming in this game is a little bugged here and there, but I'll take what I can get. Okay. So those crops are planted. Those are growing really fast already. I don't really need to sit there and watch them. I do need a bridge here, though. I keep saying that, and it is going to happen one of these streams when I am not in the process of just trying to progress. I did get a ton of lettuce, though. 395. I don't need most of that. Honestly, I'm just going to go that much. We'll create a couple of these. We'll take these back. How many do I have? Over 500 and change. I'm going to... don't need all of it. There we go. That's a good array. I'm going to go check out... gonna go check out the vendor in here. As I get mauled by that guy. I normally don't use daggers against him, which is, I guess, my fault, but it's fine. Yeah, apparently this is going to be a, like an interdimensional hub of some sort in the main game, where you'll be able to go and go to different dimensions or something? I don't know. Okay, they've got 10 in here of these guys. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. I don't think I need salt right now. I could get some pumpkin pie, but I think I want to keep the rest of my stuff there. I'll turn in any memories I have as well now that I'm here. Let's see. I already got all the Quebecs, which is nice. I've got 5 out of 20 of the birds. I've still got a lot to go. Haven't gone into the ocean yet. That's where some of these abyssals come from, or all of the abyssals. Freshwater, I'll be hitting those as I explore more of the lakes. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I need to get to. But I did get to tier 3. I do have 53 memories out of 50 unlocked. So that means I do get access to the morph potions, which lets me turn into a dog, for instance. Extra teleporters, which I really have to unlock those teleporters. And then some eternal seeds and decorative chests. So very cool. I am happy about that. Let's head back. I'm going to eat my last cooked wild meat. And get back into my base. This is the main reason I have the base as one of these temples. Simply because it's really easy to get to that zone. And then you're able to just go and do some trading if you need it. It works out well. So now I can actually come here and make some apple pies. I'm just going to make 2 of them. They are a little bit of a chore to make. But the fact that they do 6 minutes of regen and stamina boost is remarkable. And level 3, which is the highest that you can get for now. I'll just go through here and place things and reorganize, place and reorganize. Get these back in here. I almost want to, I think I'm going to, do I have enough for some chests? I can make some Quebec chests. I'm going to make a couple of those because that will be very fitting for what I need here. Of course, I do not have additional building materials there. I'll take some marble cobble, that's fine. And we'll put it down below. So I can place this chest here. And one more. And now I have a place for my essences. Those are going to kind of overflow if I do not have a good place for them. Cooking. I need to place my dough and my spices in here. I'll put these back in here because I don't really need them right now. Peek out my window at my garden. I think it's almost ready. I think it's got 1 or 2 stages left for both of them. And then we should be all set. If I look to the side, you can see they get bigger because it has the kind of like, it's normal in the middle and then it gets bigger towards the edges for the resolution of the screen. I don't know what they call that. But it's like some dynamic stretching size thing, peripheral vision. I don't know. There's probably a technical term for it. I'm not worried too much about it. Okay. For this, I do need thorium and essence of void. I'll get thorium later. I want to find out if I can get this shadow weave, but not tonight. I am a little tired for that, and I don't want to deal with that. And we have been streaming for almost an hour and a half now, so I do want to wrap this up relatively soon. Let's see. I do want maybe an iron pickaxe, though, because that would be helpful. I got some light leather, iron ingots, linen scraps, plenty of iron ingots for now. That's okay. We'll keep my crude one there. I can put my hoe, bucket, and water back into my sickle. I'm going to keep my sickle for now because those are almost ready. These guys can go back. That's fine. Cold dirt. Where should I store that? It's kind of like a miscellaneous almost. So dirt in here. That's where I'm keeping my dirt. Okay. I see. I see. I think this is supposed to be like my little area that I have my building materials in, as well as some weapons that I'll never use. Scrap sword, that, scrap mace, rusty iron axe. I don't use those at all, so I'm just gonna destroy them. Get some materials out of it. It's rusty. I don't need it. Now there is a possibility I could get shadow weave at some abandoned villages up north. Curious about that. Turn that on there. Got a large pile of books, that's nice. I can start decorating. Let's say I keep a pile of books next to my bed on top of my chest. I can still access the chest. Goes right through those books. Or I could have a pile of books in the corner. I think that looks nice. Nice enough, at least. See the turnips growing in the ground. There we go. We'll get the charcoal in here to finish this iron off. You can see we are one thorium, or one good vein of thorium away from upgrading a furnace, which would be you can have then 3 inputs and the outputs stay the same, but it goes a lot faster, so you're using less fuel in order to smelt stuff at that point. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else I need to worry about right now. It's getting to be nighttime, so the creepy crawlies are going to be out here soon. I just want to see if these are ready. They are not. But they will be ready in the morning along with all of that lettuce. So let's go sleep the night away. Let's get back over here in the morning and take care of all of that. And then we should be good. 43 minutes? You gotta be kidding me. Interesting though, is it won't let me rename this bed. I wonder if I have to chop it down and replace it. I could sleep in it, but I cannot rename it. That's fine. If I die here, it'll bring me to my spawn point there. If I die anywhere in the north, it'll bring me to my bed in that village. I might need to take a bed with me if I want to be safer way up there in the north. So I'm going to have to kind of plan for that as well. I also need to find a way to get apples. That is not this, because I need a level 4 workbench for that. I will get to level 3. No, I am at 3 right now. Yeah, I am 1 tier away from hitting level 4. And I will get that in the morning. Perfect. Okay. So 4 in-game minutes later, I will be sleeping on this very cramped bed, and we will we'll get those things over there. Good morning. Good morning, Orbus. Okay. Perfect. Time to harvest a whole bunch of stuff. See how much we get in terms of the essences of life. And then I have to figure out, where do I want an apple orchard? I could make one over here, that's for sure. These are not ready yet. Blasphemy. Fine. Enough. Good enough. I don't want it up front because I keep on having issues with skeletons showing up up front, but whatever. Okay, so first things first. Apple trees. What do I need for you? I need apples to make apples? Really? Fine. Fine. It does give you a lot of apples for free. You don't have to, it's like a forever tree. You grab apples off of it, and like half a day later in game, you have 8 more apples on it. So I can't complain too terribly much, but now I have to find more apples to make more apples. And I don't know exactly where to do that, but for now, I am just going to check here. I want to be ready. 2, 3 for the next stage. I need dry wood for the next stage there. And honestly, I can probably do this and another one of these. And that'll be good enough for that. I can put my stuff back in here. Let's go plant these. And I really should grab this while I'm at it. That's fine. Oh, shut myself in. Whoops. We got a little fox buddy out there. Are you growing yet? No? That's fine. We'll see if it grows once I plant these and go to the next side and water all of the crops. I have a feeling once I actually water them, they will think they're finally watered and grow. But we'll see. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I do appreciate that stuff actually grows sometimes, but I do wish it was more consistent because it would be nice to have everything be extremely predictable. But then again, you know, like in life, it's not always predictable either, but you know, it's a game. It's supposed to be something you can escape and know what's going to happen when you do things. Like in my other world, I am trying to figure out the science behind redwood trees. They're supposed to grow to a final stage where they are super huge. And for whatever reason, I can't get it consistently to happen. So I am theorizing that every redwood tree has a chance to actually grow into a huge tree. And if it doesn't, it won't. But there's also a theory out there that says, hey, maybe this will actually, I need 100 of these. Maybe this will actually just grow if it's given like 20 in-game days to do something, right? So I have to double check and see if anybody else has figured it out. I know I could just go into creative and pass the time or give myself OP capabilities on my world, but I do not want to cheat things when I am playing in exploration mode, and it feels like if I were to do that, that would be kind of cheating to do that. But, you know, it is what it is. All of this should be watered now. These will grow and it will be fine. Curious if there is a structure nearby. There is a small village over here. They might have some apples in the chest. So I'm just going to go check that out real quick since it is close by and I don't think I've been to this one yet. On the way, I can gather some wheat and gather some more essences. There is a horse in the water taking a bath. You know what? That's fine. Hi, how you doing, man? Can I tame you? Tame, tame. Hi. That's nice. Okay, so I've got a horse. He's my buddy now. And I can go really fast. And he should not run away. I can feed him to make him love me more. He should stay there for now. I'm gonna guess there's not much. Oh. I say that, and then I find an apple. See if there's other decorative apples laying around. Oh, I'm so sorry. I broke your shelf. Did notice that it does that every now and then. There is a mechanic that lets you plant. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. Looking for apples. There's a mechanic that lets you plant, not plant, place, I guess, fishing traps in the water. And if you have 2 spaces below the trap and you plant something or put something down beneath it, it lets you. But as soon as that trap is harvested or it changes state, then it breaks. So I'm thinking it's a matter of things are needing to be harvested and updates the stuff around it. I've noticed that with my gardens as well, is if you harvest something nearby, the other crops say, well, now I can update my state or check to see if my state should be updated, and then it updates. I don't think there's any more apples laying around in here. I think I was in both of these. Got all the apples I could find. And we should be fine there. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's go back to the Forgotten Temple then. I don't know if this other guy's going to be following me. I guess I could go back there too. I'm just going to do that. Oh gosh, I don't need to fight those guys right now. I can just run away on my horse. My super fast horse that can swim. Just don't worry about it. Alright. There's bound to be another apple up here in this village if I found 2 of them there, and that was a tiny village. This is a bigger one. There's got to be more apples in here. Okay. So, I'll let you chill. Hey. You're doing great, buddy. I am proud of you for what you're doing. Just don't die. Please. You have lettuce and mature onions. You also have a second story. A chest in here. Nice. Okay, you also have a third story. This is a neat little house, I gotta say. Hi. Do you have any more apples? I would like a single apple, please. Just one. I don't need to be greedy about it. I will take all your stuff. But I just need one more apple. And I hope to not kill my horse in the process. Let's walk along here. Hi, buddy. Hey, don't mind me. Hey. I hear him down there still. that's disappointing. Apple. It was green, now it's red. Oh, another one. I'll take you as well. Thank you. I was just looking for the wrong color. All right, buddy. Hey, how you doing? Okay, let's go back home where I can build a place for you to exist. And in order to do that, I need some birch wood. So those are apparently the fences that I'm working with right now. Don't fall in the hole, please. Don't be startled by the tree noises exploding. That's nothing to worry about. See, before they did the update just this last week where you can tame animals, which is phenomenal, horses would kick you. You get off of them and they would just kick you and run away. And now you can actually tame them and have a nice little horse buddy. Okay. Can you fit in here? No. Okay. Well, that is a small problem. Where do we want to keep you safe? Yeah, I know. Like, out here's not the safest place. But maybe by my garden's fine, right? Just gonna do a little place around here for now. You stay here. I'll be back. Yes, birch logs. Let's make some fences. Let's get those fences in here. And I think we will keep him safe right here. Hey, bud. Come here, bud. Let's just keep you in here for now. I know it's going to be a little cramped, but I'll make sure to make a better place for you, I promise. Okay? I'll even get you some buddies, give you some plants to chomp on. You'll be fine. I believe in you. These are already ready to get, so I'm gonna harvest some meat, some pumpkins, and some aubergines, otherwise known as eggplants. I don't know why they're called aubergines, but who am I to complain? Okay, I gotta figure out what to plant next after this. I'm not really sure either, honestly. Maybe some pumpkins? I know pumpkins give a lot of essence for now, until I get to onions. Onions are going to be my money bank once I get to that point. But for now, I think I'm just going to do a whole bunch of pumpkin seeds. 9,303, sure, why not? Let's go plant these, and we'll take care of that. We're almost up to 2 hours. I was planning to be done about 20 minutes ago, but I keep finding things that I would like to do. Which is my main problem sometimes with some of these games. It's too much fun. I will be done here shortly, though. I do have things that I do need to do for sure. These are randomly growing. Okay, this is too weird. Okay, I'll just, you know what? You're fine. You're fine. Look, you're growing. You're doing your thing. It feels a lot faster now. Okay, I'll just hand pick the rest as I go through here. Ye old-fashioned way, as they say. Okay. Who would have thought that Valentine's Day evening would not be a great time for people to be on a random person's Hytale stream and viewership? But it is what it is. Whoever was able to check it out, I'm glad you were able to join. I am thankful for everybody that stops by, regardless if you stay or not. But for now, I have pumpkins, I have essences, I have everything that I need to kind of plant more goodies. And these goodies are going to be also pumpkins. And also, I can make some greater life essences. It looks like 3 of them. So I'm going to do that. And now I just need dry wood logs to upgrade this. Now that I have more pumpkins. Drywood logs, I believe, are in the desert. Plenty of them there, I think. I don't even think I want to water these other ones. I'm just going to let them grow on their own for now. It's fine. I might not even harvest them right away next time. I do need the drywood logs before I can actually make use of all these pumpkins. So I will do that. In the meantime, I very well should have an apple tree planted. So I will do that for sure, and I'm pretty sure I do need that. 1 greater life essence. Perfect. Build me an apple tree. Thank you. And then pop that in there. Let's find a spot for an apple tree, shall we? Where is a good spot? Maybe just right out here for now, huh? I can see from here how it's doing. This would be a cute spot for an apple tree. All right. An orchard it is not, but a future apple tree it is. So I will keep it there, and we will make sure it does what it needs to do. I think that's okay. Is there anything else I need to do quick before I head out? Probably organize my inventory slightly. Just see if there's anything else that I need to pop in here. Turn that on for now. Get this into my builder's chest. Cannot see my horse from over here, but I can hear him. It's fine. Don't need that crude sword at all. So that can also get pulverized. And then I do have more fences. You know what? I'm going to keep them in here so I have a little bit of a reminder next time I get on that I have stuff to do. There's my pebbles. And the green petals I will put in here. Now I am on my way to becoming overpowered because where are these things? There we go. Because once I get those apples, I can make a whole bunch of apple pies. Once I have those, I should be able to do some damage in those zones that I need to go to and survive a lot of it. If I can get Shadow Weave scraps in a smart way, then I can get cobalt gear, and then I'm good to go. I need to figure out where azure logs are. I need to grab some of those. That might be a first step. I also need venom sacks and probably go underground to fight some rats to get some light leather. If I can get enough light leather, then I can upgrade my weapons as well to cobalt. Also need Shadow Reeve scraps. So I'm going to need, let's see, cobalt sword for sure. Actually, for sure, I need a cobalt short bow. So 3 scraps there. Daggers. We'll do 3 scraps there, unless I can get some special daggers off of the Shadow Weave guys. So we're up to 6. And then a sword. That'll be 9. Okay, so I need 9 scraps. Plus another 4. So we're up to 13. Plus another 7. So we're up to 20. Another 3, 23. And 6, 29. And on top of that, I really do need a cobalt pickaxe. So I need 33 and another 4 on top of that. So I need 37 Shadow Weave scraps, which is not too bad. I think it's like 2 or 3 scraps, at least 1 to 3 scraps per thing. So 39, we'll just call it an even 40. If I can get 40 scraps on the next stream, I think I should be able to get all of my cobalt gear completed. Then I can go backwards, get my thorium. Then I don't need the thorium gear, I just need the thorium ore. Then I'm good to build an Arcanist's workbench because I should be able to get some Essences of Void in the first place as well. Because the beautiful thing is that the thorium helm and the cobalt helm give the same amount of health. The thorium helm is just, and all of the other thorium gear is good against poison. This is good for dealing extra damage. I don't think I need a better shield yet. That's another thing I could have. So, I mean, if I do 45 scraps of Shadow Weave from that place up here, then I'm good. I'm going to put a marker on here, make it blue. We'll call it Shadow Weave. Structure. Where did that go? Am I too far away for that? Let me just go north a little bit because I think I placed the marker, but then it didn't show up on the map. And I can take my horse with me. That'll be nice too. Okay, so I am north here. It is a... okay, so I do have a pin there, but I want to make it that blue. Shadow Weave. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but it is what it is. Am I still not north enough? Okay. So now it is there, and there's 2 of them. Remove marker. Be nice if you could click and drag these as well, but, you know, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Cool. I think that was a good, successful run this stream. We are seconds shy of 2 hours. So I'm going to get back. I'm going to need a name for my horse, even though I cannot name it yet. Is there name tags? I don't know. I would like to know. Maybe there is. It would be, you know, maybe in this workbench, but it is what it is. So, thanks for joining, everybody. I am glad that this was successful. I am going to get some rest. It is midnight here now. I hope everybody has enjoyed this cozy little stream of Hytale. I will be back probably tomorrow night as well. Maybe not as late because it is a school and a work night, but I do have some goals in mind. So hopefully you can join me then. Otherwise, have an excellent rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.